All right, cool. What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What's going on, James? Let me know when we're live on Instagram. How are the levels right now? We're good? All right, cool. Live on Instagram? All right, we'll give everyone like a minute or two to load into the live. Today we're chatting about Shopify, diversion, online selling, a topic that I do love, but a topic that a lot of people get really, really wrong. Diversion is when you sell products to a Walgreens, a CVS, one of these not professional hair salon outlets. Diversion isn't selling on your e-commerce extension of your salon's website. And a lot of people love to use the word illegal in so much stuff, whether you're talking 1099, you're talking selling products online. It's not illegal to sell a product. It's not illegal to sell a product to Walgreens. It's not illegal to divert hair products. It's not. You can take a bottle of shampoo or a pallet of them and sell them to a person who owns a drugstore or a food store. That's not illegal. That's capitalism. That's just doing business. Now, if you have a contract with a brand and you say you're not going to do that, it's a breach of contract. Then some legal what's the word, James? Implications could happen, but it's not illegal to sell products to a drugstore or Walgreens or even online. Now, diversion, like I just said, is when you divert the products from a salon to some other store that's not professional. They don't have the right to sell those products based on the agreement with the brand. If you're a salon owner, you could create a Shopify store and sell products to the world through that extension. If a brand, or more likely, if a distributor tells you you can't do that, they're full of shit. You can do that. Every brand sells online. If a brand doesn't want you to sell online, then you need to have a conversation with them and get permission from them or ask them like, hey, what do I need to do in order to sell this product online? Whether it's MSRP, whether it's, I don't know, not running Google ads towards it, whatever the agreement needs to happen, whatever agreement needs to take place for you to be able to sell products online, make that happen. There's a person who's in my program who spun up a Shopify store, and I believe last quarter they did just shy of $160,000 in just retail, just online. So it's not me. Like, I'm not the one who's like, I can tell you my numbers, but that's a person who never sold products online, who is now selling products online very successfully. And they had some problems with the brand. The brand was like, you're selling it too low. All they need to do is raise the price of it because they were discounting it. You need to understand that everything's negotiable, and you need to talk to brands and let them know, hey, I'm opening a Shopify store. What do I need to do? What do I need to sign? What needs to take place so I can actually sell these products with your blessing? Here's where diversion comes in. Here's where the conversations happen. Salon Centric, owned by L'Oreal, owns products like Redken, L'Oreal. They own Pureology. They own a bunch of different brands. They sell directly to Amazon. So they're selling online. They also own hair.com. They sell online there. Salon Centric, a lot of the local distributors that you see like in the stores, there's like, Northeast region, Southeast region, they buy other distributors and they turn them into Salon Centrics. These people who work for this company, they're the ones when you walk into like a Walgreens or a CVS and you see all of these brands that should only be sold in salons, guess what? It's being backdoored by Salon Centric or L'Oreal employees to these companies, to these drugstores. So that's diversion. These are the same people trying to tell you you can't sell products online. So when you have your rep tell you that, direct them to me. I would have the conversation with them. But 100%, you can sell these brands, these products on your website. Where do you think Amazon gets the products from? They get them from L'Oreal, Pureology, Redken, Salon Centric. That's the company who's selling direct to Amazon. Everything you see on Amazon, that's luxury, that's a professional product. That comes directly from the brand and Amazon in an agreement. So they make an agreement, a deal with Amazon that they're going to sell this product. That's okay, but it has to be done at this price. Now, brands like Kuhn, Shibui, Lorem, they have agreements with Amazon, and the price on Amazon that needs to be sold at, if you're going to list a product on Amazon, is 20% above MSRP. So that protects the salons. Every single brand that sells direct to Amazon should have a different Amazon price that they have, and then they have for salons to sell at. What this does is it helps empower the salons to sell their products competitively in this marketplace. So I won't sell a brand if they don't do this. I just won't do business with them. Now, I was doing way more volume a year ago, but I was supporting brands that didn't support salons. So I don't want to do that anymore. So all the brands I carry on my e-commerce store support salons. Kuhn, phenomenal brand. They support salons. Shibui, same deal. Allurem, same deal. Natural Leak, amazing brand. Suds Effects, another great brand. There's a lot of good brands out there that will help you and empower you to sell products online. James, I'm going to open the chat up. So if you guys have any questions about Shopify, diversion, contracts, negotiating deals, we're going to get into that in a second. Here's the benefit of selling on a Shopify store is you enable your salon to now compete or at least be visible on the internet. And so if you're not on the internet, if you don't have a Shopify store, if you don't have even like a WordPress store with a plugin for e-commerce, WooCommerce it's called, or your Squarespace store, or your Wix store, you're just not getting the maximum visibility that you could be getting because you have all these products sitting on your shelf. Why don't you open that up to the rest of the world so they can look at your Instagram, read your blog, get your newsletter, watch your YouTube video, and then decide to be like, hey, I really like Brenda in Wyoming. She makes a lot of sense with her videos. I'm going to buy that shampoo she just reviewed. Like you have access to the whole world with your knowledge of how great you are, all your product reviews. Why don't you want to do that? It's just bananas to me. And why do you listen to people when they tell you it's illegal to sell products online? It's 100% not. And if you think it is, come on this show live and we'll debate it because it's not illegal. So James, are there any questions or comments? Cool. Just jump in there. What up, Noble Crafting? What do you say? You sell your house cleaning service the same way you sell any service in the world. Become the best at it, create content around the thing that you do, and then tell the world, obviously through the content, and then find a way to take payment. That's it. It's that simple. People overcomplicate business so much. I have no idea why. Become the best at cutting hair, become the best at cleaning houses, become the best at cleaning hair salons. Show people how you do it. Like let them in on your secrets because guess what? It's probably not a fucking secret. It's not that hard to do the things that we do. People are just really lazy. And so you can teach people how to do it. And all that does is show authority. It shows that you're the best. And then what they do is they try and do it themselves. They realize, oh shit, this is really hard. I could just pay them to do it for me. Cool. I'm going to hire them. That's business. That's business today. So when you make it easy for people to find the information they're looking for, that builds trust. And so if I'm going to do a product review on, let me get this product in front of me right here, this Natural Leak Hair Bond maintenance product, this mask. Then I talk about all the benefits of it, how they can use it, when they should use it. And then they watch my video, they build trust now with me. They build a relationship online with me. When I say, hey guys, if you want this, use code Nick20 and get 20% off. They're probably going to go click the link down below or click the link in my description and then buy this product. And then I retarget to them through an email campaign or something else saying, hey, if you love this product, guess what? You're going to love this one even more. And they're going to buy it. So when people talk about producing content and how it's hard and they have no time for it, they don't see a return on that investment. When you create content for our industry, which is the barber, salon, hair, beauty industry, and you do product reviews, If you don't have a place for them to purchase the product that you're reviewing, you're silly. Get a Shopify store, get some kind of a e-commerce platform where you can link it to your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok, and sell the product you're reviewing. So let's say you do a video. Let's say you do a video on that particular shampoo and that video goes viral. Okay. Let's just do some basic math here, everybody. So I'm a beauty professional and I'm going to do a campaign, a social media campaign on the best shampoos for 2025. And every single week, day, whatever you want to do it in, you do a new review on a new product. One of those videos go viral. They do 1 million views. Out of the million people, okay, let's say 1% buy the product. That's 10,000 people. That's 1%. Let's say your profit is $10. That's $100,000 on that video. Wow, that's fucking amazing. What if you didn't have that product linked to your Shopify store or your e-commerce platform and you did an affiliate link? Well, now that's 10%. So let's go 10%. That's $10,000. I'm no mathematician. $100,000 is a lot cooler than $10,000. But still, at the very least, $10,000 is really cool too. So if you don't have a Shopify store, at least have an affiliate program you're a part of where the content you're creating could be purchased by somebody and you get a commission on it. At the very least, just do that. So, guys, diversion is not illegal. Obviously, you can sell products online. Stop listening to people. What you're doing is you're being lazy and you're letting someone tell you how you should run your business, when in actuality, nobody should tell you how to run your business. Nobody should tell you where you sell your products. Nobody should ever tell you what you can and can't do, ever. At least that's the way I live my life. So, James, any more questions on Shopify? Yeah, fire through. Let's go. Or diversion or selling retail in general. Any questions you got, just fire them. All right, cool. I've done a lot of videos on this. So for those of you business owners, barbershop owners, salon owners, if you want the end all be all information to getting barbers or stylists in your shop, you need to create content that's geared towards adding value to barbers and beauty professionals and stylists and lash techs, all of them. If you create the best content that gives them the best information and teaches them how to build their book, they're going to follow you. They're going to trust you. And then when you say, hey guys, I'm looking for barbers, guess what? They're going to want to come work there. Host events in your barbershop. Host events for barbers. And then you get around, guess what? Barbers. Guess who you're going to talk to? Barbers. Guess who you can ask to come work at your barbershop? Barbers. So anything and everything you should be doing should be geared towards promoting your shop, promoting yourself, showing how great the culture is there. And then once enough people know about it, you're not going to be looking for barbers anymore. You're going to be looking for more space to open up more locations. James, any more questions?
I guess you answered my question. I don't see your question in the chat, so if you want to retype it, we can definitely ask it. Unless,
yeah, probably because I'm brilliant, and that's why I answered it. I know a lot of shit about a lot of shit. That's only because I made a lot of mistakes. The only reason why I'm so technologically savvy or savvy with technology is because I've gotten my ass kicked by hiring agencies, hiring web designers, hiring people. And the fact was I hired them, but I didn't know the language of what I was hiring them for. So when you guys go to hire somebody to build you a Shopify store, to do your Google ads, to do your Meta ads, to do anything for you, you have to know the language. You have to know the language of marketing. You have to know the language of SEO. You have to know the language of web development. You have to understand what it is you're asking them to do for you. If you don't, you will get taken advantage of. That's a guarantee. There are very few people out there in the space of running your ads, SEO, web development that will honestly do an amazing job without overspending your money, overspending your budget. Sorry, guys, if that's your agency, that's what you do for a living. You might have started off amazing in the beginning because it was you one-on-one with that person, but you now have a team because you grew. And guess what? The team you hired to replace you probably sucks because you don't train them the right way. So all the agencies out there, more than likely, if you're a big agency, you have employees, they do the things that you used to do for all these salons and whoever else your clients are. And guess what? You suck. You suck because you didn't train your people, right, who work in your agency. And salon owners, unfortunately, if you didn't do your homework right and you didn't learn the language, you got taken advantage of, whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, that's your fault too. So there's just a lot of lazy people out there who don't do their homework, don't try and learn the thing that they're hiring someone for. And then they're just at their mercy saying, oh, okay, I guess I got to spend this money on ads. And listen, it's hard when you know what you're doing. Like when you try and run ads, it could cost a lot of money if you don't do things exactly the right way. And even if you do it exactly the right way, it might take Google 3 months to learn. And then you get nervous, you scale back, and then you put money back into it. Then you start changing your products around. Then you start separating out like just your products with different titles and different names, thinking that's going to work. You don't give anything enough time to actually work. So then you pull the plug, you hire another agency. That's not how you do it. You need to learn the skill, learn the language, hire the person, and then let time happen between making your changes. I know this because I do it all the time. I make so many changes because I get impatient. And what that does, it just delays my results. That's all that does. James, any more questions? Because, yeah, fire through.
How do brands typically monitor for product diversion, and how can salon owners align with these measures?
Yeah, the cool thing now, because we have technology and AI, and they could just run like some kind of software that scours the internet, and it looks for their brand, their title, their keyword, their UPC code attached to a number, and then it flags that product and sends them a report. And so I know that Amazon has something like that. Walmart will have something like that. Shopify, I'm sure, has some kind of built-in software like that. If it's under a certain MSRP, where now the brand will get an email or notification, and they'll just send you an email. If you're on a third-party seller like Amazon, eBay, or Walmart, they will just take down your listing. But when it comes to your own Shopify store or somebody else doing that, the brand will just send you an email that, hey, the product's listed too low. So it's just what they do. More importantly is this: create content and create trust, or create content that builds trust so that customers don't shop around. They just click on your link and buy it. There's a lot of times I'll just buy something because I like the person who did the review. If you look at the wirecutter.com, it's a strictly affiliate website that only does good reviews on, it started with technology. Now they do everything. They crush it. It's all off the affiliate marketing. It's all it's off of. And so you can do the same. I bet you if Mr. Beast created a YouTube video on his favorite anything, his favorite shampoo, his favorite trimmer, his favorite fucking car wash or wax, it would sell. If he'd like, I love this lighter to light my grill, it would sell. You want to know why? He has a ton of attention and he has a ton of trust, and he put in a ton of work to build that trust day in and day out. A lot of people are out there trying to create social media content to sell a product, and nobody buys it. You get discouraged and you stop. Guess what? Had he stopped after his first YouTube video that got 3 views, 2 were him, 1 was his mom, and he quit after that, he wouldn't be who he is today. So you guys just don't have the intestinal fortitude to keep creating content, to get better at it, so it doesn't suck anymore. And then people like it, and then people are like, wow, I really trust this person. Holy shit, I've been watching this content for 7 years. This guy's not going anywhere. I think I'm going to buy that shampoo. It takes like 11 touch points for someone to trust you. So think about that when you're creating content. Whether you're trying to sell a product, you're trying to sell your haircuts, you're trying to get someone to come work at your barbershop. If you're around long enough, people will begin to trust you. James, any more questions?
Well, perfect example. My man HC3 Fades, he's in chat almost every live show. He just messaged, okay, Nick, I need to be a part of your team.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, come part of the team. You're a new barber. So it's like, if you want to invest in yourself at this stage of the game, Bro, do you understand where you'll be at with the 1 year investment in this program 2 years from now? Because you're going to have such a solid foundation. The problem with a lot of people when they invest themselves in education and they invest themselves in any kind of mentorship or coaching, or they buy the course, the program, they do it too late. So they get their license and they think they know everything and they're doing all this stuff. They open the salon, they don't want to invest money themselves, and then they start losing money. And then now they're like 10,000 in debt, 20,000 in debt. They had to walk out of their salon. It's too late. If you Well, it's not too late. I can't say that. It's just you have some damage control to do. If you enter the game developing the skills from scratch from day one, oh my God, you're gonna kill it. Like if you love basketball and you hired Michael Jordan as your basketball coach because you were a billionaire, right? You could persuade Michael Jordan by giving him $10 billion to coach you or your son from the age of 5 on how to play basketball, and you had natural talent. Do you not think that kid would be the best NBA player or best basketball player in the world? Of course they would be, because there's no bad habits to break. The kid's getting the fundamentals from day one. You yourself, if you get into business and you hire a mentor or a business coach, I don't care if it's me, I don't care who else, it could be anybody. There's a million people out there who are great, not a million, but there's a ton of people out there in our space that's really good. Or you hire someone like a Tony Robbins and on the elite level to do business coaching with, or somebody on on that level. You're going to be ahead of the game. You hire a niche, like someone in your niche, though, like someone like myself who takes those courses and programs, you are going to be way ahead of the game. So if the typical barber, hairdresser, hair salon owner takes 5 years to actually start becoming successful, like I mean, really successful, and you find someone who's been doing it for 30 years and you learn from all of their mistakes, you time collapse that journey. So your first 2 years in business are equal to what they would have been if you took 10 years to learn that. That's why you hire a coach, a mentor, whoever. That's why you read books. Reading a book from an author like maybe From Good to Great by Jim Collins, or Dan Martell's Buy Back Your Time, or who else is out there? Good business books. What else? There's a ton of them out there. Simon Sinek, all his leadership books. What you're doing is you're taking that person's brain, the 30 years it took to learn this strategy or these ideas, and you're going to read it or condense it down to an audiobook that is maybe 4 hours, 6 hours, or read it across maybe 2, 3 weeks. It takes you to read the book. So you get 30 years of knowledge in 3 weeks. That trade-off, forget about it. It's like there's no better trade-off than that. So that's why you get the book. But people read books the wrong way. People always ask me, what books are you reading? What book are you reading now? What good is the book you're reading if you don't actually apply it? Stop reading books to say, I read this book, and start really reading books in a completely different way. Study the book. Take a look at the people in your space or the people in the world who have the thing that you want. If they wrote a book, awesome. Buy that book and study it. If they have a course, go take that course. If they have a coaching program, enroll in that coaching program. Proximity is power. Get as close as you can to that person. If it's just a book, you're getting in that person's head. You're getting in their thoughts. So everyone like wants to talk about social media. The greatest at it is Gary Vaynerchuk. Why don't you buy all his books? Subscribe to all of his channels. Make sure you get alerts and notifications to every time he posts new content. Study what he's doing and just do it. If you have like someone who inspires you or motivates you, take a look at what they're doing on social media and just recreate it in your own niche. And then you'll have what they have. I don't care if it's personal training. I don't care if it's a cook. Doesn't matter what it is. Just recreate it so it speaks to your ideal client and you'll be successful at it. Success leaves clues. And too many people aren't willing to put the work in to be successful. You think just by buying the book, you're going to be a master at building businesses? Guess what? You're going to be sadly mistaken. You have to study that book. You have to implement it. It's action that makes everything happen, not knowledge. Knowledge is great, but knowledge without action is bullshit. You want to make sure you take action. I would much rather have a doer on my team than the smartest guy in the world who just doesn't take any action, do anything with that knowledge. It does nothing for me. James.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, Sarah loves hair. She just messaged. Sorry, I missed it. What's the program?
DM me the word grow. I'll send you some more details on it. It's a combination of coaching, community, and curriculum. So my program that I do is 3 calls a week where we dive deep into, well, the first call, we dive deep into strategy and dive into issues and problems, questions and challenges of any salon owner, independent stylist that they could have. And we unpack the solution to that live right there in a group setting, but it's a one-on-one approach where me and you are talking one-on-one, and then other people get the benefit of learning from that challenge and implementing that strategy in their system as well. That's why the combination of coaching, community, curriculum is so powerful. It's the community aspect where you're dealing with the same problems as a salon owner in Canada, but you live in Nevada. And then you get a chance to be like, oh, wow, that worked for her like that. I bet I could implement that in my salon. And then you could chat with that person real time in the community because we're all here for the same common goal, which is to build a great salon and lead our team. And then you're like, hey, I tried that. Any suggestions? It didn't really work that great with that person. Well, when I did it with that person, I I did it this way, and that worked really well for my other two stylists. Guess what? You just solved your problem. That's the community aspect. Now, curriculum, all these coaching calls are recorded live and then they're hosted into the community. So you could watch them over and over again. You could take notes on them, you could study them. And then every so often, I revisit the lesson and then redo it. So I just redid Delegate to Elevate. It's one of the lessons I did where I go into Upwork, I teach my strategy. And because some things might have changed, I got better as a coach, I got better as a salon owner. I re implement the new technique for the new algorithm on Instagram when I'm doing a social media class. There's a new AI out there. So I bring that into the program and I reteach certain lessons. So that's curriculum. So that's the program, Sarah. Oh, yeah. I coach. Yeah, I have a bunch of coaches in my program. So I have girls that started with 0 clients and now they have a good little group of 10 to 15 people. And so I teach you the strategies on how to build your coaching business and exactly how to do it in a simple way that you don't have to spend $1 million in ads. Honestly, if you're getting clients to cut their hair or you're getting clients to coach them on how to cut hair, it's the same model, but it's just the language is different. There's a little more sales involved when it comes to teaching coaches how to coach and how to really sell their program. So we go a little more deeper into that. So yeah, 100% I could help you out with that. It's honestly, Sarah, what it is the personal economy. We are so blessed in our industry to have something that I call the personal economy at our fingertips. It's service. So whether you own a salon or a suite or you're a barbershop, you cut people's hair. Then the other two of that personal economy is product and knowledge. So it's service, product, and knowledge. Let's say you do great haircuts, you're the best extension artist. You create a course or a program teaching other people how to do it. That's part two of the personal economy. Now you have a big community, you're doing amazing extensions, you have an amazing course, but guess what? Now you come out with an extension line. Who buys it? All your followers on social media, all of your clients, obviously, and then all your coaching clients or your course clients. So now you have the trifecta: product, service, and knowledge. And with that, you have your personal economy. You will never, ever have a shortage of income again in your life. So that's what I teach primarily: how you can create your own economy and you could play at any level of the game that you want to play at. Whether you want to be in a quaint little town with a little suite making $20,000 a month, have a little course making you 20,000 a month, and then you sell your own little shampoo line or serum line, and there you're making 20 grand a month. Yes, Sarah, shoot me a DM. DM me the word grow. DM me the word, hey, Nick, I was talking to you on the live, and we'll hop in a conversation and unpack how it could be helpful for you. Yeah, so I'm what I do is I want to help the whole world become as successful as they can because when I hired coaches and I was at my lowest point and I was like, this is impossible. I'm never going to make it. I got mouths to feed. I'm a dad now. And it was really hard. I was like, there has to be a better way. And so by me helping you overcome that struggle and that challenge, it indirectly helps me or my younger self. And then one day, maybe in the future, I'm retired from this and my daughter's doing hair and you have a great course or a program. And guess what? My daughter might be like, oh shit, I like Sarah. She has a great program. I'm going to take it. And because I impacted your life, indirectly, you could impact her life. There's a ripple effect in the world that happens when you pay it forward. And so I'm taking all of my knowledge and I just give it away. And obviously, on the lives, I can only give away so much. But in the program, like we go heavy duty. Like you could literally take everything I give you, open a salon next door to me, and put me out of business if you wanted to. It's never going to happen, but like that's how much information I give everything away. There's no secrets ever. Why would I? I'm always bettering myself. So what I give away, I'm learning the next version of it to teach to my team. I'm always on the what's next. So as a mentor, as a coach, as a salon owner, as a whatever, a stylist, you need to always be in a constant state of improvement, continually educating yourself so you can always take someone to that chapter you just read or that chapter you just got through in your life. See, as an owner, you need to have a vision so big that it fits your team's vision in it. And if you're not personally developing yourself and always bettering yourself and leveling up and raising the standards that you keep for yourself, then your team might pass you. They might pass you. And then what good are you? So you always have to make sure that day in and day out, you're always trying to improve, even if it's 1%, because that 1% daily will compound over the year exponentially. All right, guys, any more questions? Lizzie, what up? Great content on your page too, by the way. All right, guys. So heading the land, Florida tomorrow. So I'll be out of the cold weather of Jersey. We're going to be doing a cutting class on Saturday. I'm going to stream in live for the cutting class. I know I don't really teach techniques anymore, but I feel like outside of a few artists out there that teach technical skills, cutting, coloring, everyone else sucks. And yeah, they take advantage of people. So I'm going to teach how I actually learned how to cut hair, how I cut hair, why I dry cut, coloring, all of that stuff. And I'm going to give it away for free because I want you guys to be successful and actually have the skills required to retain a client. You do all this marketing I teach, you do all this stuff to get better SEO and get clients in your chair. But if you can't actually do the haircut or the color, what good is it? So we're going to start having a little more technical lives of how I cut hair, how I color hair, what I did to build my book. So look out for that. So leaving tomorrow, I'll probably go live from the airport real quick just to fuck around with people while I'm waiting for my flight because I get there 3 hours early, so I don't have to deal with security. But other than that, guys, have a great day. James, no more questions?
Is to put her underneath my wings and teach her everything I know.
Teach her everything. Duplicate yourself with her own artistic ability. And then, yeah, you'll have a team of people. Congratulations on the salon. DM me if you want some help. Everyone who's watching, if you're watching this on a podcast, go to the YouTube channel. If you're on the YouTube channel, go to nickmirabella.com and then follow me on Instagram at nickmirabella.com. That's it for today. Everyone enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And remember, if your distributor tells you or your rep tells you you can't sell products online because it's a version, you tell them Nick said for them to go fuck themselves, but politely. So you can say, oh, with all due respect, Nick said, go fuck yourself. I can do that. That's it. Have a great day. Hope I don't get bleeped out on YouTube for that one, but James, we're good?